Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alanindra Saputra from Universitas Maret, Surakarta. The topic of our presentation today is non-native plant species of the habitats of Fuscous Javan Langur in Mount Merbabu. Our presentation divided into 5 main sections. There are introduction, method, result, discussion, and conclusion. Now we start introduction. Mount Merbabu is an inactive stratovolcano in Javan Island that is still covered by a natural mountain dry forest that has been treated by habitat fragmentation, degradation, and high rate of alien species invasion, so that it can threaten the habitat of the rare primate of the Javan Langur Fuscous presbytes comata frederici. The next presbyte comata frederici, known as Javan Fuscous Langur, is a critically endangered primate according to the IUCN Red List database. Currently, non-native plant species have created a lot of land cover and on forest. This forest land cover can lead to ecological consequences such as competition for nutrient and space with native plant species. Characteristics of non-native species have the ability to grow fast, reproduce quickly, spread widely, and have a wide range of tolerance to environmental conditions. This will affect the forest ecosystem and affect feed intake for Javan Fuscous Langur. Based on this problem, I conduct a study with the aim to study the kind of non-native plant species. The second section is method. First, description of the study area. Mount Merbabu is one of the protected area in Java Island. Mount Merbabu bears 5 types of land coverage. The langur inhabits not in all parts of the forest area. It occupies the primary and secondary forest indicated by the orange colored box. Survey and analyze. This research employed survey-based research to collect the data. The results obtained are in the form of list non-native plant species and in the index of important value. For overstory community, use the point center quarter method, and for lower crop community or understory community, use in square technique plot with a size of 5 meter for each given quadrant. This table shows information about the point to sampling in this study. This formula to analyze important value index. Now we're going to the third section, result. The data obtained in the study of non-native plant species as many 6 overstory plant species and 25 understory or LCC plant species. The index of importance of non-native plant species for overstory plant is high. 31% for Acacia decurrens, 24% for Cupressus arizonica, and 21% Cupressus lusitanica. As for the understory species, the highest important value index is the Agaratina sparia, which dominate the area, and Chromorella ordonata. The next section is discussion. Non-native plant species have the potential to become invasive plants that can affect the stability of the habitat ecosystem of the Javan Langur Fuscous presbytes comata frederici. Based on the result of the analysis, these non-native species have a higher dominance and role in the habitat community. This is evidenced by the high important value index for several non-native plant species. Non-native species have the potential to invite in native species, thereby reducing species composition, diversity, and endemicity. This could affect important ecological function is supporting food substrate for the Javan Langur Fuscous presbytes comata frederici. This low composition and diversity of plant community indicate a low diversity of food substrate, which in the turn can have a negative impact on the foraging behavior of langur and the persistent their population. Further study on native and non-native species on Mount Merbabu are important to suggest sustainable traits in the habitat restoration plan. When the evolutive structure is very diverse, the food available in the forest is abundantly available, reducing intra and intraspecies competition. In conclusion, the result of the analysis of these native species have a dominant and important role in the Javan Langur habitat community. This can potentially infect native plant species, thereby reducing species composition, diversity, and endemicity. So that it can affect important ecological function in support food substrate for species Comata federici. Habitat preservation through restoration and control of non-native species is very important to ensure the presence of langur in their habitat. Thank you for your attention. There's the last I say, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi